LauncesMechanist here with a World of Warships Legends video. I know it's been a while. Hope that hasn't caused y'all to worry. I've just been busy. But anyway, I've seen a lot of videos of people who are playing, some people who are playing carriers, but they don't exactly know how to play them. So, I am going to be showing you how to do so, or at least how I do so. Now, the first thing a lot of folks do is they immediately throw the engines into reverse and back towards the corner of the map. This is well, it keeps you safe, but it prolongs your, it takes longer for your aircraft to reach the target. It also takes you longer to get your aircraft up to assist other players. Carriers are support class ships. They are powerful in their own right, but they are not meant for frontline action. So if you can, start moving. As soon as you enter the batch, start moving. Now obviously, when you go into this, you have an autopilot mode. You can do this to put your ship into autopilot.
Mode enabled. Autopilot mode disabled.
Now obviously, you might not want to do that. Go right into the cap. Obviously, in a full match, you won't do this, because you know you're going to get shredded by just about everybody on the enemy team. So what you're going to do is try to make use of cover. Now then, already a bot is capturing B. I'm in training. So firstly, I'm going to send the torpedoes. I'm going to show you guys how to use torpedoes properly. Now first off, when using torpedoes, you've got a V reticule there, and you got a squadron of 6. Your aircraft attack in squadrons in groups of 2. As you can see, 2 aircraft have dropped from the overall squadron. Wait until the lines are narrowest, and then release.
Enemy force detected.
Okay, we've already got a Phoenix cruiser here. Now I have set these bots to move but not attack, just for the purpose of this video. Okay, moving target. You want to lead your shot and release. And we get 2 solid hits. Come about. Go ahead. Continue leading the target. You can press the stick forward or pull it back to speed up or slow down your aircraft respectively. Now you see here he's turning. An evading target is more difficult to hit than a ship that is, well, stationary. I'll more on that here in a moment. And as you can see, he's flooding. So,
Autopilot mode
what I'm going to do
enabled.
is now I'm going to go ahead and loop into the cap. As you can see here, we've already got a destroyer. That's the bot Clemson that I set to move. He's coming at me. What I might want to do is just go ahead and let that guy flood out. Let's focus that Clemson that we saw earlier. There he is. Now, like I said, I've got the weapons on this ship turned off. There we go. Flooded out. Now, carriers by no means are not defenseless. You've got you've got some secondary fire power in the form of self-defense cannons you can use. However, these are not very accurate, nor are they very plentiful in some cases. But they can still pack a wallop. As you can see, they're already starting to fire. That's 1 and 2 hits. I'm gonna try to loop again. You can see my secondaries are peppering away at him, but like I said, they're not going to be super effective because there's not very many of them. Now, normally you never want a destroyer to get that close to you.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
All right. Next up is dive bombs. We're up against the Wyoming, which is the American Tier 3 battleship. And again, you never really want to get this close into combat with any ship. But because it's training, you know, like I said, I kind of knocked the teeth out of them for a bit. Alright, did you see what I did there? Now, I'm going to go through it again just in case. You see the crosshair there. Now, like the torpedo bomber, dive bombers attack in groups of 2. So what you want to do is that you want to lead the target a little bit. It takes time for your dive bombers to get on station. And once that arrow turns green, you drop your payload. Now again, there's a time limit. You gotta drop your bombs within that time limit. Also, there is some room for minute adjustments, but you want to try and keep your targets overlaid as much as possible. Because if by chance, if by chance you jerk the stick at the wrong time, you can actually wind up missing your shot or missing your bomb drop. Now again, as you can see, my secondaries are going at this battleship. Again, not a good idea to be that close to any ship because obviously they're going to have the main guns on. Okay, so we got a flood. I'll go through the ins and outs of the torpedo drop once we get rid of the moving targets, which I believe this is the last one. Yep, there we go.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
Okay. So now that you've seen how to fight in moving combat, let's show you stationary, just in case. So what we're going to do, I set 4 ships to stationary, 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser, 1 battleship, and another carrier. There's the battleship. The cruiser's right next to him. All right. There's the destroyer. And the carrier's probably somewhere around there as well. Now then. Let's go ahead and go for the destroyer first. Now, destroyers are quick and agile targets. They can get out of the way real easy if you don't know what you're doing. So, hang on a minute. Go ahead. So while you're going there, you want to try and drop midship of the target. That gives you the best chance to get your target. As you can see,
Enemy destroyer foundered.
that is a devastating, that would be, if we was in a PvP match, that would be a devastating strike. And of course, the enemy team would be yelling at the other destroyer to wake the hell up because he's AFK, or away from the control room. Now then, you'll notice the bar is divided into 2 sections, green and orange. This is the wrong way to drop. You'll notice the torpedoes hit but did not arm. That is because the torpedoes were in the orange section. What you want to do, line up your shot, kind of slow down on your engine. I don't know why pulling back on it, it slows it down, but it heats up your, when it heats up your engine. Okay, you have 5 seconds to drop. I'm gonna go ahead and drop, and those torpedoes look
Battle ends
solid.
in 5 minutes.
They're gonna hit them amidship. All right. Another torpedo squadron up and ready. I'm trying to condense these videos. I'm gonna try and condense. I'm gonna do multiple videos of this, but I'm gonna try and condense it to 15 minutes because that's about the most time it allows me for. Now then, let's go ahead and hit that cool down. You don't want to hear that engine beeping. So, here we go. Gonna go ahead and move into the last cap. Now then, ship armor is, well, pop quiz, where is ship armor thickest? The armor is thickest right amidships. So, what you want to do is that if you want to cause a flood, aim for the forward or the aft sections of the ship where the armor is thinner. That is the aft and forward belt. It's not as thick as the main belt, and you're not going to have torpedo blisters on the midship. As you can see, he's going to flood out, but we could put a couple of torpedoes into him just in case.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
The same thing here with the battleship. Battleships are notorious for having torpedo blisters on the sides of the ship. So, if you're going in, that's also where the torpedo protection is the thickest. So, you're not actually going to cause, possibly not going to do a flood, but you're also going to do reduced damage. As you can see, we hit the ship, but it did a little bit of damage. It's tier 3, so the damage is going to be bad regardless, but we hit the ship, but we did not cause a flood. And remember what I said about being far away from the target? Well, as you can see, it takes time to get over there to the target. That's where the engine cooldown comes in. Cool down the engines. Alright, so, and now, we are going to be doing a torpedo run on the battleship. And we will be dropping forward of the bridge, right there. They are gonna, they went forward into the armor belt. We're gonna, let's see, alright. So this time we're gonna swing around, and we are gonna try to drop on the other side. There's a little bit of a trick. Actually, there's a little bit of a trick. If you, with torpedo bombers, if you move your flight stick a little bit as you drop, your torpedoes will actually literally run side by side each other, for the most part. I haven't actually figured out how to do that reliably 100% yet, but as you can see, doing that, they're kind of separating. Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and move over there by the enemy carrier. As you can see, the enemy battleship is hurting. We've got about a minute left in the match. $136,000 damage. Yeah. Try seeing those numbers in tier 3 with you being the only ship in a competition, in actual standard, yeah. Well, that's what this is training, so. 30 seconds left. Can we get them within the 30 seconds? That becomes the question. Keep your engine at full power to rush. Slow it down. Bring it in. And drop. Oh. Right in the bell. Right as the bell. Alrighty. So, you see 145,000 damage, nothing to sneeze at. But of course it's training, won't be taken into overall statistics. But I hope that this video idea, obviously I may redo a video, I may redo this video later on, but for the most part, this is just an idea I had to try and do this just in case the algorithm's nice and actually points it out to people, or if you're searching for how-tos and you see this video, perhaps. Well, anyway, if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't for more and hit the bell for more for notifications when I post new content. And I will see you guys next time.